Whoops, I had that on. Okay, cool. We are live. We're in this. Let me see. Trying to figure out how to do this. Let's see. KFC man, good to see you. How's your week been? Break tables. Going with the hi. Hey everybody. You know what? I'm trying to figure out how this person put their story. They wrote it kind of weird, and just kind of trying to figure out exactly how it is. 1 second here. Just clicking on this stuff. Let me open another Word document here. Perfect. Okay, I think I understand how they did this. But they did it super fucking weird. Why they do it like this? Okay, there we go. And I need to put the beginning part. Sorry, usually I have all these stories already like put on my little WordPad thing here, but I didn't do it today. So we're just kind of catching up. Who else is here? Holy shit, everyone's here. Just look back at the chat. Pizza Asian, Jamie, Jessa, Andreas, Ollie, Monica, Cree, Nightcore, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Lex as well. Okay, I'll be in between chat and everything. I'm just trying to get all these stories set up. But yeah, sorry I haven't been very active lately. I've been pretty busy, honestly, with a lot of stuff, and just trying to get some things set up. I've been working a lot, doing the Uber Eats thing, like I said I was gonna do. So we've been doing that, and yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, I'm putting in a lot of hours so I can have some decent money coming in right now, just so I can kind of get caught up on some bills. And I ordered all that audio stuff, and ordered it all, and some of it came in, but since the riots have started, pretty much some of it's been put on the back burner as far as like delivery wise. It said it should be here this week, but I don't think it'll be here this week, which is really unfortunate. And well, I guess we'll see. Who just donated? Mr. Haunted with the 5 shekels, going yellow, yellow, yellow. I can't do your fucking. I can't get that fucking voice down. Do I like it? Yeah, I mean, it's work still, but it's nothing too crazy. Mr. Haunted, how have you been? I haven't been able to watch anyone's videos lately. I've been so fucking busy. I'll have to catch up on a lot of your guys' videos. Did I post this yet? Okay, no, I didn't post this one yet. Still getting stories here to read. Okay, here we go. I got a whole bunch. I got like 40 stories on my list now. Maybe like 50 actually. I got a really good amount. Let's see. Got some more here. So I'm going to try to read as long as I can before I get tired. And I haven't been really sleeping much lately, but I fell asleep today for like 4 hours during the middle of the day. I just passed out and took a long nap. And I think I really needed that sleep. So feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. This one's Midnight Phoenix. Joshua with the 5. It's going to be a great night. It will be a great night. Oh shit, I kicked my microphone. Thank you so much. And you guys are already coming with the donations. That's so cool. You guys are some mad lads. Fuck. Let's see. I'm trying to look back at chat here and back to you guys and my other screen. And I bought a new monitor, by the way, an actual computer monitor for the first time, like ever. I've always used like old TVs and stuff. And yeah, I finally got one. It's pretty big. It's like a 32-inch monitor. So I wanted to get a curved one, but I just never got it. So here we go. Here's another story to read. Let me open up some of these other ones real quick. The Lonely. Man, they sent me a bunch of messages. I'm alright. Back still hurts, but I'm doing better. That's good. I mean, it's not good that your back still hurts, but that you're doing better. Glad to see that. Let me trying to find all. Okay, I've got a pretty good amount of stories right here, and then if I need to, I can just go back and go ahead and put some more on here. I haven't read through any of these yet, so these will be new to me as well. I've just been in my free time trying to message a bunch of Lex. Thank you for the $5. Wait, NZ for the 5. What is NZ? You're probably gonna say it before I can look it up. NZ. What does that mean? New Zealand dollar. Holy shit. Oh yeah, man. Fucking. I don't know. I'm not really good at doing. I try to do like it sounds more Australian when I do it, but the accents are very similar. I know like people from New Zealand hate when I say that, so you're probably like, no, they're not. I can't do them. Can't do them perfectly. Thank you so much, though. What are you guys talking about? I need to. Sorry, got a little froggy in my throat here. Almost got all the stories I needed. Here's another one. Here's another one. Okay, and yeah, that'll work for now. So let me rearrange my reading screen here. Put the stream on this screen and open up my audio thing. Did I put the countdown? I totally forgot to put it. There we go. So 10 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna probably just jump right into it actually. So alright, there we go. Wait, there we go. Joshua with another 5s. Well, come on then. Alright, we'll get to it. Here we go. Let's get to some super spooky stories. So hopefully you guys can get some rest. Do you guys like the background noise or this ambient noise? I also have a new file. It's like rain sounds. Would you guys like some rain noise, like background noise for tonight's stream? You guys let me know. And we'll go from there. Okay, let's see. How many words we got here? 7,746 words so far. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 stories, I believe, that I've got here. So, where's Breaker Breaker? Yeah, where is he? Yes, rain noise, please. Yes. Yes, yes. Fucking yes. Just kidding. Let's see. Robin, what are you doing here, you mad fucking cunt? You fucking mad lad. Yeah, Robin, by the way, guys, what you're seeing right here, the channel intro, the outro, the stream overlay, all that was made possible by this beautiful man and his amazing creativity. He's got such great skill. Lex, hey, hope all is well. Thank you for streaming. No, thank you. With the 10 shekels. Thank you so much. You're copying being scared if you use rain sounds. Holy shit. Yo, the whole squad's getting in here. Holy crap. Slumber Reads, Vidith. What are you guys? All the horror people are here. They're like, where the fuck has Jensen been this entire week? Yeah. Yeah, Breaker Breaker's probably driving right now. He's always working. Man, I thought I worked hard, but no, he's always hitting it. Let me I gotta find the file right here. Media source add. Let me find it. I have it downloaded somewhere. No, not that one. Here it is. Found it. Okay. Maybe this one. I don't know how loud it's going to be. Oh, I didn't turn it down. Like crazy. Okay, that should be good right there. Hopefully, let me open up my stream so I can actually hear what it sounds like. It's a little loud. 1 second. No, it sounds better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. I was just listening back to my own stream. Whale of the Deep. Heyo, Jensen and peeps. Hello there. Monica as well. Jay sucks at YouTube. Jensen ran away with the spoon. To spoon. Jensen can't tell, because then it's not a secret. Shh. Okay. I won't tell no one. It'll be my little secret. Yeah, you loudmouth. What is this professional audio recording? Sounds like you're showering. I am the shower. That's where I record. I'm just playing. Okay, so let's see. This first story. I will copy it, and delete it. But at the end of the stories, because it is all over the place grammatically. Okay, here we go. So, the real first story. This one's called My Friend Ronan. It says it's not safe for work, so I'm just gonna let you guys know that right now. I'm about to be demonetized. No, okay, let's do this. Me. Just kidding. Sing for your audience. I can't sing. Little boy, give me your money, or I'll shit on you. I'll take a big, massive shit on you. Little boy. Oh wait, he's not little. He's actually 23. It's good. Okay. Alright, here we go. When I was about 9 years old, 6 years ago, I would go to the local park with my friends to hang out and mess around. You know, typical things a 9-year-old would do. One day when we were at the park, we met a kid our age called Ronan. Ronan had dirty blonde hair, slightly darker skin than the rest of us, and claimed he was Russian. We believed him because his mother would speak to him in Russian. At first we didn't believe him. Second here. We didn't believe him. My friends and I became quick friends with Ronan because he was a pretty sound guy, and we shared a lot of the same hobbies such as climbing trees, soccer, etc. This went on for a couple of weeks, and it was all good. Then things got weird. Ronan would back 1 second. Ronan would begin to brag about how he knew how to use weapons, and how he could beat anyone who was older than him up. We all thought he was just trying to impress us, but as our relationship progressed, he started to say more graphic things to us, like how back in Russia, his dad owned a shotgun, and he would take care of anyone who had wronged him with it. When Ronan said, "take care," we didn't know how he meant it, but I now know he meant killing a person with a shotgun. One such story was how back when he was living in Russia, some teenage bullies from his school found him alone in a park, and proceeded to peel all of his skin off his hand. He then said that when he is He then said when his teacher found him, there was nothing but a bloody mess. Ronan then explained how he'd got his hand. Wait. What? Ronan then explained how he had to go out of the hospital. He had bandages all over his body and looked like a mummy. He said this part was... God damn it, dude. The first story, after a while. He said this part with... Fuck, dude. He said this part with a smile on his face. The story ends with Ronan's dad tracking down the teenagers who skinned him and executing them with a shotgun. My friends and I called bullshit on it, but at the same time we were disturbed that he could come up with such a Damn it, dude. But at the same time, we were disturbed that he could come up with such a gruesome and violent story at a tender age of 9. Eventually, my friends began telling their parents about the stories, and needless to say, the parents would now accompany us to the park. The last time I hung out with Ronan, I was around 11 years old. My friends and I were hanging out at the park, just hanging around when Ronan walked up to us. Ronan told us that he had something to show us, and to follow him into the wooded area of the park. Now, being 11 years old, we were supposed to be more mature than we were at 9, right? Unfortunately, that's not the answer, and we followed him into the wooded section of the park. Ronan led us to a lone tree stump in the center of the woods, and gestured for us to come to him. Ronan was looking at something behind the stump, so we looked as well, and what we saw disgusted us. Ronan was showing us a dead fox that looked like it had been there for days. Its fur was falling off, and we could see its rotting flesh. My friend shouted, "What the fuck?" at Ronan, and asked why he was showing us that. Ronan simply replied with, "Because it looks cool to look at." This is when we figured out Ronan wasn't all there in the head, and we promptly walked out of the woods, leaving Ronan behind. From that day forward, we began to see Ronan less and less. We would see him walking alone by himself, but not go over to him. Wait, I fucked the last part up. But not go over to him. By the time we were 12, he had stopped coming to the park. When we finally went to the secondary school, we had forgotten Ronan, and were focused on our school life instead. One day during the Easter holiday, me and my friends decided to meet up at the local park, which we hadn't been to since primary school. It was there when we finally learned what had happened to Ronan. We encountered a student from the local... We encountered a student. Damn, dude. We encountered a student that was from the local public school. My friends and I are in a private school 20 minutes away from our homes. We had a chat with the student, and I brought up Ronan. The instant I brought up Ronan into the conversation, the student's face turned very solemn. I asked what happened to Ronan, and the student told me that Ronan had moved to a different neighborhood because he had been kicked out of the local school for savagely beating up a classmate. When asked why he had beaten up his classmate, the student said it was because Ronan's classmate had pissed him off by constantly calling bullshit on Ronan's gory stories. I still wonder sometimes how Ronan is managing out there, and I hope he gets the help he needs. But until then, Ronan, let's not meet again. Wow, Ronan sounds like a real class act. Seems like a real piece of shit. That's actually weird. Okay, I don't know if I could put like a graphic warning at the beginning of the story here. I probably should, just for good measure, because nobody likes to hear stories about dead animals. What are you guys talking about? Jensen say, oh wait. I'm a little teapot. That's good. Let's see. I feel you, Sky. Sky, what are you talking about? I'm trying to look up here in chat. Dan's here as well. Hey, hope everyone is well. I'm doing good, Dan. Hope you're doing good too. Let's see. He's already making me sleepy. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Let's get into the next story. This was the past... yeah, that dude. This was this past May. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. This was this past May, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. The complex has no security guards whatsoever, with one other roommate. We'll call her Emily. It's also important to know that a lot of people will ask Emily if we're twins. We look very similar. She and I both spend almost every night at our boyfriend's house. Boyfriend's house. One second here. She and I spend almost every night at our boyfriend's house, and rarely are home. One night around 8:45 p.m., I was home cleaning before I left to go to my boyfriend's house. I ran to get something from the car and came back into my apartment, locking the door behind me. 5 minutes after, I heard a knock at my door. I'm already a paranoid person, so I got a little scared. I knew it wasn't Emily because she would have called. I knew it wasn't Emily because she would have called to tell me that she forgot her key. I tried to ignore it, then a second knock. There's also... wait. These also weren't innocent knocks. They sounded like a cop knock. Immediately after the second knock, I FaceTime my boyfriend. He is convincing me to look out through the peephole. I look and no one is there. I say, okay, I'm going to pack my stuff and come over. I take 2 steps back from the peephole, and then again, bang, bang, bang. Even my boyfriend's face dropped. I ran and locked myself in the bathroom crying, until I got there. Wait. I ran to the boyfriend. Crying. Until... wait. Crying until her got there to get me. What? She probably meant to say he. Until he got there to get me, and no one was at my door. The next day, my boyfriend and I stopped at my apartment, so I can change and get ready for a Cinco de Mayo gathering. Less than 8 people to stay social distance. No knocks that day. The day after I got home, Emily was getting kitty litter, and was going to meet me at the apartment since we were both too scared to be there alone. I get home and I was sitting on my phone scrolling through TikToks. About 10 minutes into the scroll, I hear the same knock. I look through the peephole and call Emily, and describe to her what the guy looks like. She has no idea who it can be. I then watched him walk away, and thought maybe he will stop. Another 5 minutes passed, and he's back knocking. I FaceTime Emily again, and she tells me to open the door. Don't ever do this. I opened the door, and the guy was a bit muscular. Looked a little bit older than me. 23. I was someone who would never seen... wait. Sorry. 23. And was someone who had never seen around my apartment complex before. He seemed shook that I answered. The conversation. Him. Oh, is this a bad time? Yes. I was just wondering. Do you have a printer? No. Oh, okay. Slowly walks away. I also thought it was weird that someone who was asking for a printer, being that all classes were moved to online format, and we're supposed to be in quarantine. And also, if you need a printer that bad, and someone doesn't answer the first knock, why would you keep trying? Especially when you don't know the person. We told a bunch of people about the knocking in our complex, and one other apartment said that they had heard... damn it, dude. And one other person said that they had the same issue. There were also 2 girls living alone. The next day, Emily and I went back to her boyfriend, and she was leaving the apartment. She heard the knock from the balcony next to ours. Yo, is that her? She turned around and saw 2 men running back inside. We told the apartment complex and called the cops. They said they can't really do anything unless the guy is present at the... damn it, dude. I'm rolling my tongue. We can't really do anything because we don't give a shit. They said they really can't do anything unless the guy is present at our door knocking. After this, we installed a motion detection camera and put up a sign in our window. We have cameras. You're being recorded. Since then, Elmi has moved out, and I have 2 new male roommates who are damn it, dude. Who who are seen coming in. Okay. Who are seen coming in and out of the apartment, and no one has came and knocked. So, mystery knocking man, let's not meet again. There we go. That was pretty spooky. That was spookers. What do you guys think in chat? I just see letters flying through here. So how's your live stream? Harem building going, Chen. How's your live stream? Harem building? Wait, I don't get it. Harem? Harambe? How do we share our stories? So I have a subreddit. You can post them there. You can email them to me. I have like all my links. If you look at the description of any of my videos, you can see them there. Probably the easiest way to go about it. As well as like you can send them to me on my Facebook page or my Instagram, any of those ones. Preferably my email, because I check that so much. But we'll see. What else you guys saying? It's something about getting into someone's wait. Getting into someone's pants. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I please get inside of your pants? It'll just be for a quick second. Gets punched in the face. I honestly don't understand what I did wrong. Okay, here we go. This is called The Happy Guy in Our New Neighborhood by George Clooney. That was good. Alright, so this happened to a friend of mine who lived in the same neighborhood as me when we were about 8 or 9 years old. My friend, E, and her family lived just a few houses down the street from mine. We lived in a neighborhood where almost everyone knew each other. The biggest worry we ever had was that some outsider would come into the neighborhood and cause trouble. Some people left their homes unlocked because we felt that safe. There was an incredibly nice family that lived directly across the street from E's house. A mom and a dad, a 16-year-old son, and their other mentally challenged son, who was 22 years old. I will call him Tim. Tim was always home because he wasn't employed due to clear my throat here. Let's see. Tempy? Oh wait. How do I do this? Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. You've been added to the list. Where was I in the story? Okay, we'll call him Tim. Tim was always home because he wasn't employed due to his disability, but his parents were working full-time, and his brother had school. All day, every day, he would be outside waving and smiling to anyone who drove or walked by. Big smiles, showing all his teeth and sometimes giggling, just out of pure excitement and happiness of interacting with other people, since he had spent most of his time alone. He was not creepy. One day E was sick, so she didn't go to school. Even though she was only about 8 or 9 years old, he was allowed to stay home sick by herself. Plus her mom was going to be home around 2 anyways, since she only worked part-time, and the neighborhood was safe. He locked all the doors except for the one that led into the garage. They used this as They used this as their front door because it was easier in those cookie-cutter homes to just open the garage, pull in, and get out of the car, close the garage, and walk into the house through the unlocked door that led from the inside of the garage to the inside of their home. This is obviously not the safest way to protect your home from intruders, but we literally all did it. As it flimsy, whatever that shit be. Okay, I get it. As if a flimsy garage door could keep anyone from getting in if they wanted to. The worst part is that if they had an outside cat and kept the garage door cracked just enough for him to get inside from the Just inside for like a fuck. And kept the garage door cracked, just enough for him to get inside for food or shelter if he needed to. So, he's asleep feeling, wait, I'm all over the place tonight, so he's asleep, feeling sick and with a fever. All the doors and windows are locked, except for the door leading to the cracked garage door. Tim was bound to know she was home alone, since he was outside the front of his house all the time. He wakes up to pounding on the front door, startled. She walks downstairs and looks through the peephole. It's Tim. She cracks the door and he says something along the lines of how he noticed everything and would guard her home since she was home alone. She said thanks, but there was no need to, and have a good day. It was beautiful weather. He looked pissed. He got angry and said, "You think I can't do it because I'm dumb? But you watch and see, because I ain't dumb." She said sorry. She didn't mean it like that, but she had to rest now. She dozed off and woke up to noise downstairs in her kitchen. The room with the door from the garage led into it. She heard... She hadn't heard the garage door open, but she was sick, so she figured she was in a deep sleep, and just hadn't noticed. Completely disoriented from the time she looked over at the alarm clock. It was 10:20. Way too early for Mom to be home. At that moment, she heard noises again downstairs. She didn't call out. She had just been sleeping in her parents' bedroom and ran into the bathroom, slamming the door loudly. Then she remembered their bathroom door had no lock on it. The noise she made slamming the door alerted the intruder to where in the house she was at, and big footsteps started climbing upstairs. She moved quickly and quietly to her parents' closet. Where was I? There. She moved quickly and quietly to her parents' closet, which was on the other side of the big room. She closed the doors and hid behind some clothes, all the time thinking how someone would have gone inside. She remembered that the garage door was cracked for the cat, slightly, but not close enough for a person to slip through, even if they were thin. Tim walks into the bedroom. Tim is tall and thin. She can see him through the slatted clothes. She can see him through the slatted closet door. She sees him holding a knife and did everything she could not to scream. He quickly went to the master bedroom, where she was just moments before. Those cookie-cutter houses had only like 3 floor plans, and it wasn't far. It wasn't fart. Where was I? These cookie-cutter houses. These cookie-cutter houses only had about 3 floor plan layouts, so it wasn't hard for him to find. He looked inside the bathroom and didn't see her, then started making loud, throaty noises, like someone would if they were frustrated and angry, while pacing the entire house. She stayed in the closet for hours, even after she heard him exit through the front door. She stayed until her mom got home. She was crying hysterically and told her mom what had happened. Had she not been so upset, and had one of the kitchen knives not been left on the front door, her mom might not have shit, dude. Her mom, why do I keep saying mime? Her mom might have blamed it on being delirious from the high fever, because nobody would expect him to do that. The police were called and an official report filed. I'm not sure if he had any charges pressed against him, because after she told me the story once, she refused to talk about it again. I overheard her parents talk a few times about the situation to my own parents, but never heard what the consequences were. He was so traumatized that she went to therapy afterwards for several years, and still wouldn't talk to anyone about the... Sorry. For years. And still wouldn't talk to anyone about it because she didn't want to remember or relive the experience. We even moved into an apartment together years and years later, for college purposes. She never talked about Tim. It was like he never existed, and I never asked. I noticed she always locked the front door, which you should, of course. Always locked the door that led to the patio/balcony, even though we're on the 7th level, and always locked her bedroom door, onto which she added an additional lock. And when she locked all these doors and the windows, she always checked all 3, every single night. Checked all 3. Always, I fucked the last part up. She always checked 3 times, every single time. I often wonder if she was more into the story than, I often wonder if there was more to the story than what E told. Damn it, dude. I often wonder if there was more to the story than what E had told me. We were kids after all, and sometimes kids don't know how to explain things they don't understand. It is terrifying to think about what his intentions were, if he perhaps did find E, and something else happened. As horrifying as the experience must have been for her, it made a huge doo-doo. It made a huge I get it. It made a huge ass statement in the neighborhood for everyone to be more careful. I always wonder how to read. I will always make sure everything is locked. I don't ever want to meet you again, Tim. There we go. We did it, guys. We read a story. Holy shit. I actually read it. Oh. Sky, Jensen, I'm gonna fall asleep to your stream, so I'm saying goodnight now. Talk to you later. Sweet dreams, everyone. That's okay. Yeah, you guys, if you want to, just go and get some sleeps. Let's see. Take a little sip of water here. Let's go through stories again. So, I might do another ghost story soon too, or a ghost video. If we can find some more stories. I have a couple on my list, but they're really short, and I prefer to do longer ones. So, here we go. This one's called Stalker Breaking Into My House. I don't know where to start in the story, because they have like a lot of backstory to it, or a lot of talking about subreddit and stuff. I'm Belgian. Okay, here we go. I'll read it from here. Sorry for my bad English. I'm Belgian. My name is... I can't pronounce the name. It's just J-I-J-I. Gigi? My name is unpronounceable. I'm Belgian and Jensen's American. It's stupid. Let's see. Let me look up. I can't pronounce that fucking name. Like crap. I'm gonna look it up real quick so I don't butcher it. Okay. Well, they said they don't want to be credited when I emailed them, but maybe we'll do it a different name, because Gigi. I'm gonna say Gigi. Shy. My name is Vagina. Let's see. My name is what? My name is Chicken Chica Slim Shady. Shit. Okay, here we go. My name is Gigi, and I was 14 at the time. It happened 4 years ago. The day my little brother Noah was sick and had already spent 3 days in bed. He had a high fever. No big deal, the only real trouble was that he was 6 at the time. and obviously got our entire attention during that week. So yeah, that day my parents went out to buy his medicine and left me home alone to take care of him. They also asked me to bring all of my brother's toys inside, so they wouldn't get... 1 second. My voice is getting all scratchy. Toys inside. So they wouldn't get wet from the rain that was coming later that day. So I did what they asked and took care of Noah. I brought some of the toys that were laying outside. I was pretty tired that day and thought I could do the rest later. So I went inside and sat down at the couch and watched TV before I had to prepare my brother's lunch. I zapped through the channels and wasn't really aware of what was happening around me. About 10 minutes later, I heard 3 honking noises coming from the street and didn't really pay attention to it. It could have been a neighbor or a car passing by. Then I realized how late it was and that I had to go to the kitchen and start making my brother's lunch. Noah was resting upstairs Noah was resting upstairs, by the way. So, I was in the kitchen cooking his meal. The thing is, my kitchen has a large window offering a view of the street, and I saw my neighbor a bit worried out. Out of his car looking around. Once again, I did. Damn it, dude. Once again, I didn't pay attention to it and was focused on the food. At a moment, I opened the fridge and had a weird feeling like someone was there staring at me. I closed the fridge door, looked at the window, and yes, there was a person standing outside, close to the window, staring at me. Now, I don't know why I don't remember what the guy looked like. It's really weird any time I try to figure out, and it's like there's something blocking me. Sorry, the grammar is a little off, just because their English is weird. And where was I? I don't remember what the guy looked like. It's really weird, blocking me. Let me just restart the last part, just so I can make sure it sounds decent. Now, I don't know why I don't remember what the guy looked like. It's really weird anytime I try to figure out. There's something blocking. It's crazy. So anyways, there's a stranger standing outside staring at me. I wanted to scream for help, but it would have just been there. Hello there. How's the guy from Minions, Despicable Me? Hello. But I wouldn't. Damn it, dude. But it just wouldn't come. Oh, I see what they're trying to say. Hey, how's it going? Vale, good to see you. Good to see everyone. I got a lot of ladies in the chat tonight. Where was I? Okay, here we go. But it wouldn't come. I felt like the only good thing was to take my brother and leave the house from the back door. A bit excessive, I know, but I was 14, and I imagined the guy would just break the window at any moment and come in. So on my way to Noah's room, I noticed the guy following me very calmly through the window. Image my surprise when I found the front door a bit open. I certainly didn't close it correctly when I brought the toys back in. Because of that now, I have the habit of checking at least 3 times if I lock the door for sure. When I saw the door, I understood everything. I eventually got a few steps to go upstairs instead of closing it, because he was so close, to get in before I reached it. So instead I ran upstairs, rushed into my brother's room and closed the door behind me. Noah was very weak and kind of upset because of the noise I made downstairs. It can seem unimportant, but hearing him complain made me realize we couldn't leave anymore. And while I was thinking, I heard someone coming upstairs and literally shat myself. In a desperate move, I opened the window, and fortunately just underneath it stood Noah's big-ass trampoline. the one with the nets around it. The only thing reasonable for me was to throw my brother onto it and jump, hoping we wouldn't break our bones. Luckily, the first floor was something like 4 meters high. When we landed on the trampoline, I could hear the bedroom door open. Now, Noah says while getting off, he saw a face, apparently of someone with a beard, wide eyebrows, and a hoodie with a great psycho smile. I didn't, but I do believe him. We got off and we started running down the street. While I was running, I heard a voice behind us screaming, Gigi. I turned around and was happy to see it was my neighbor, the one observing the street previously. That was waving for us to come inside his house. I was very confident at the idea to come inside his house. I was very confident at the idea to come inside of his house, because we used to come over and play in there when we were kids, so we came in. He closed the door and we waited there for our parents to come back. We were there with his wife and his kids while he was waiting out there. Funny thing, he explained later that he saw everything and he honked at the stalker because he saw them standing in the middle of the street. Looked at the house. He also saw the guy walking into the house and a girl throwing her brother through the window. It was funny when he told it. So my parents came back and were ironically planning a good little evening. They even brought pizzas and a movie along with medicine. So imagine how stupid they looked with all of that when they saw the police car and us waiting for them. So we explained everything. We later moved into another home. We were already looking for a new place to go. We were already looking to move out of this shithole. We were already looking for another place to go way before this, and this really gave us a motivation to search for real. We don't know what happened, but when the cops came in, the back door was open, and there was no one in, which means he ran away. As I said, I still think about it sometimes, and there is no way I will ever know what the guy was. Wait. It went all dramatic for the reading. And I have no good singing voice. And there's no way I will ever know. Oh, I get it now. Okay. And there is no way I will ever know who that guy was. I also realized if I had done what I was asked and brought the trampoline back in the garage, as I was supposed to, well, I would probably... Well, I wouldn't be here to... Damn it, dude. Well, I probably wouldn't be here to tell this story. The only thing that I regret is that I now have Noah... Wait. Damn it, man. I know it's not their fault because their English is like... it's not their first language. The only thing I regret is that now that Noah is 10, we got rid of his old toys and the trampoline. Which blah 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 blah. I have like an aneurysm midstream. Where was I? Which means we can't make that jumping thing if it happened again. So anyways, creepy stalker guy, let's not meet. There we go. I did it. I got through the story, guys. I read the story, guys. I did it. Man, all these stories are fucking crazy tonight. This next one, I'm not going to read the title because I don't want to ruin it. I missed so many streams. Too much work now that everything started opening again. No, you're fine. I mean, I'm in the same fucking boat. I haven't been streaming lately just because how busy I've been. Just, Yo, is Bad Vibes here? Where's he at? Where's that fucking mad lad at? Or he just said vibes. Just vibing. It's a straight vibing. How is Cute Violet? How is your Cute Violet? I hope the move is going okay. Yeah, I haven't moved just yet. Still have a couple weeks, but I've been... Oh my gosh. I disassembled our bedroom sets. And just been putting everything in this one room in the front of the house, so that way whenever I do move, I can just throw it all in the U-Haul, you know. And she's good. Violet hurt her toe earlier. She was running outside, and I told her to come inside. I was going to get her, and just as that happened, she I don't know what happened exactly. She was just walking, and her pinky toe is cut pretty much open from the front of the nail and everything. I didn't know she was gonna need stitches or not, but I pretty much just put Proxet all over it and put a Band-Aid on it. So I mean, I've had worse cuts, and sometimes I need stitches, but it wasn't bleeding too bad. And I just kind of closed it up, so hopefully her nail doesn't fall off. Also, I think she's going to lose a baby tooth soon, because one of her teeth is feeling really loose, one of her front teeth. So I don't know, she'll be 5 here in September. I'm just not sure when kids lose teeth. When do kids lose their teethies? Hey, did the rain sound stop? I need to loop it. There we go. Sorry about that. I just noticed the rain sound stopped. There we go. Let's get that rain back on here, so you guys can have a good night's sleep. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, shit. I've definitely fucked myself up bad though. One time what was I doing? I was using a screwdriver, and you know the webbing between your pointer finger and your thumb. Man, that screwdriver went straight through my fucking hand, and I got a pretty big scar now on it. And man, I got my leg branded once by accident. Well, I've just had a whole bunch of shit. Crushed my ankle one time on my right foot, so that was really painful. I went into shock and hit the floor. And holy hell, I tried to stand up, but it was all broken. So, here we go. Let's do the next story. I used to work in a shop as a cashier, and occasionally stacking shelves. Stacking shelves? What's that game? And occasionally stocking shelves. The work was fine, and my boss was really nice. So was my coworkers. This happened when I was unfortunately given the night shift, because the other worker was off sick. I was kind of annoyed as it was my day off, but I could use the extra work. I got there at about 6 p.m., and I was due to leave at around 2 a.m. I was always nervous to be walking home so early because I did live a bit in a rough area, but it wasn't too far from my home, so I felt a little better. I got there, and a good friend and coworker, we'll call her Tammy, told me that she was going to fucking kill me. One second, let me redo that again. It was like a big run-on sentence. I got there, and my good friend and coworker, we'll call her Tammy. She told me everything was in order, and only a few shelves needed stacking. Why is he keeps putting stacking instead of stocking? And only a few shelves needed stocking, and the usual talk about serving people who needed it, etc. Who needed ID. And the usual talk about serving people who needed ID, etc. I told her I was fine, and I said my goodbyes. Just got on work. Oh, fuck. Jess, I just saw you broke my same thumb twice on a motorcycle. Good lord. Oh man, I can't imagine breaking a finger. This seems so fucking painful. Okay, here we go. Just got on with my work. It was a surprisingly quiet night, even though it was a Tuesday. And normally people come home from work wouldn't come in for things. At around 11 p.m., I just finished serving a young couple when this elderly lady walked in. She looked about late 50s, early 60s, with long gray hair, dull brown eyes. She was wearing a long, shaggy dress that covered her arms. I thought it was a bit strange as it was the middle of the summer,
and quite warm outside, but I thought nothing of it. She came up to my counter and just stood there staring blankly at me. Um, can I help you, ma'am? I asked her with a bit of a nervous break in my voice. She didn't say a word, and just turned around and walked up an aisle. I was very suspicious as she was a little intimidating, but I figured that she had dementia or something, or other problems, so I let it go. Let me take a sip of water. 1 second. Oh, good, new thumb works. Yeah, I wonder, if you break a finger really badly and it doesn't heal, do you essentially just have this bone in your hand now? Or if it were like just kind of hanging there, would they remove it? I don't know. It's a weird thought. It's midnight. Midnight thoughts. It sounds like a cool band name. Midnight Thoughts. And then you all just dress like a bunch of hookers. Show Jensen some support by hitting the like, guys. It's much appreciated. It is much appreciated. Thank you so much. I should probably like my own stream. There you go. Midnight hookers. Can I help you, ma'am? Yes, sir. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see the next part. After about 5 to 10 minutes, she came back to the counter and started talking to me. She asked if I was working alone tonight. I told her that my coworker was in the back. I'm not stupid enough to tell her that I was alone. She gave a cold scowl and turned around, beginning to walk away. Before she left, she turned around and looked me dead in the eyes. "And I shit you not," she said. "That's too bad. If you was alone, my son would have a lovely time." Wait, what? That's too bad. If you was alone, my son would have a lovely time. I looked at her dumbfounded, and she just left the shop. I was deeply disturbed, but again, I didn't give in, and just thought that she was, thought she was an old fucking crazy bitch. And just thought that she was an old and senile. I got on with my night, and eventually 2 a.m. rolled around. I packed up my things, headed out the door, and locked the place up for the night. I had my earphones in so I couldn't hear much around me. I turned around and started to walk home, and I bumped into a very tall, very well-built man. I couldn't see his face, and he was wearing a hoodie, but I could tell that he was looking at me. I took my earphones out and asked if he needed some help, and he asked me if I worked at the... Shit. Where was I? And he asked me if I worked in said shop, and again, if I was about to walk home alone. I didn't see why I should lie, as it was pretty obvious that I was alone, and I did work here. So I told him that I was, but that my friend was going to meet me, so I should get going. I pushed past him and began to briskly walk away from him. I was a little shaken up, but I just wanted to get home late. I was a little shaken up, but I wanted to get home ASAP. But as I walked away, I heard a woman's voice say, "Follow her. She's alone and easy to get to." This was my call, that I should run, so I did. I ran through the park and through different neighborhoods. As I was running, I heard Carl Weezer say, "Jimmy, can I have a croissant?" God damn it, Coyle. Let's see. As I was running, I heard a car getting closer and closer to me. Eventually, I hit in a forest tree line, hoping that the car would pass me. Unfortunately, the car stopped far enough away that I could see if anyone got out. 2 people exited the car, one being the tall buff man, and a small lanky woman. After my eyes adjusted, I saw that it was the crazy old lady from earlier that evening. With everything I had tried, wait. Here we go. Sorry. With everything, shit, dude. With everything I had, I tried to hold my breath, and to make as little to no noise at all. They started looking for me, searching the area. I heard the old lady. I heard the old lady calling my name. She would know because of my name tag. I was shitting myself. I started to cry and panic soon. By chance of pure luck, a few people walking, and the two maniacs ran. Wait, what? Sorry, I don't even follow what this lady just said. One second, let me just clear my throat here. Okay, had to cough really hard. Kind of, it still sounds like shit. Fuck. Oh, okay, here we go. Let me restart from where I was. Well, she would know because of my name tag. I was shitting myself. I started to cry and panic. Soon, by chance of pure luck, a few people came and were walking, and the two maniacs ran back to the car and drove away. I then sprinted out of the bushes and all the way home. Without looking back, I got home safely and made sure all my doors and windows were locked. I never got a wink of sleep the entire night, and not for the next few days. All that runs through my head is what would have happened if those people didn't walk by. So, to the crazy old lady and her son, let's not mean. There we go. Nice, we already got 30 minutes audio here. Sweet, we're getting these done. But Jen, are you a man or a woman? I'm a little boy. A little. From wait. And there goes the chat from YouTube Daddy. Holy crap. You got a little man pussy, don't you? Jensen ate all the skin off the children.
I don't believe. Have you ever eaten child skin? Quite possibly tasty.
Oh my gosh. Sir, this is the Wendy's drive-thru.
My bad.
As he slowly drives away. He comes back around the corner.
By the way, I'm ready for my skinny chats.
Sorry. Skinny. Okay. This one's called Followed by a Creep in the Metro. By... Oh. I don't know if it would be credited. I gotta look, make sure. Leave out the last paragraph. Right? That's their story, right? Chase? Okay, let me look at this real quick so I can take up the last paragraph. Because they said they don't want that in there. Wait, what? Also fought on the metro station. I don't know what they want me to cut off. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think he seemed to give up. No, okay, so they want me to take off. Okay, I see, I get it. I get it. That last part. Perfect, okay. No, Jensnackles. You guys talking about Supernatural? I am shipping Jensen and Jensen. Holy shit. I was watching Supernatural today at the gym. Oh, do that southern accent. Oh, yeah, you like that, don't you? Go on now, get on. That's what I tell my daughter every time she's doing something. I'm like, I tell her to leave. And she'll be like fucking with me. Like, let's say I'm drinking something and she'll start taking my drink. And I'm like, hey, give me that. She's like, no. I'm like, no, go on now. Get on out of here. Go on, get. And I'll take the broom and start shooing her away with the broom. And she'll just start cracking up. And then eventually I'll like turn around and my water will be gone when I turn around again. That dang old Gary took my water again. God dang it. I find her with the water. She's all chugging it. Go on, go get your mouth spit in my water. Dang. So, can you say, oh wait, you're alright, boy. You're alright, boy. That's alright, boy. You're supernatural is my hobby. Supernatural's my daddy. Okay, let's get to this next story. I did a supernatural animation. I think I showed some of you guys already. So maybe I'll post it on the channel one day. Very inappropriate. Come on, Sammy. Sammy. Dean. Sammy. Oh no, Sammy. Come on, Sammy. Give me a big old kiss. I can't see her. This happened when I was 19. I went to get drinks with a female friend after classes. We ended up staying at a bar close to our university around 10 p.m., getting pretty drunk. I live in Moscow, and the university where I study is located pretty far away from my house. It takes me an hour and a half by public transport to reach it. My friend and I, we lived in a dormitory, which was much closer, just about 30 minutes, by metro right away, from uni. So we decided I would stay with her until her station, and I would switch lanes to get home to where I lived. By that time, there wasn't many people inside the train car, just a few passengers here and there, and a couple of fucking skinwalkers. And a couple of older men sitting directly in front of us. We were both visibly drunk. It was a fun evening, so we're joking around and laughing a lot. Then my friend got off. I said goodbye to her, and since alcohol usually makes me sleepy, dozed off immediately after she left. The whole time, one of the men seated in front of us would silently glance at us from time to time. I assumed he was judging us because of how obviously drunk, but unfortunately paid it no mind. 1 second. Paid it no mind. Oh, my voice is so fucked up tonight. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Just I've had kind of my throat's been all janky this week. I used to sneak out of my bedroom to watch it. When it came out, my mom would yell at me because they used to have it on at 1 a.m. on Greek TV. Holy shit. Yeah, I watched it when it first came out too. Or maybe a couple months after it came out. I caught up to it, and I haven't finished it yet. I think I stopped in season 11. And they're on season 8,000 now? Pretty much. So, Jessa, you're awesome. Holy shit, we got 17 pepperonis here on the stream tonight. I'm getting so tired. Okay, let me finish this story up. Got a bit to go here. And then, I think we'll work on an outro together. So, if you guys want me to say something wacky at the end of the stream, start thinking about it, and then whenever I get to it, I'll ask you guys, and you guys can post what you think would be cool to put at the end of the stream, or at the end of the video, and we'll have that included. I ended up accidentally missing the station where I needed to switch lines, which meant I had to take the train in the opposite direction. As I got up and walked to the door of the train car, there was nothing suspicious. Then I noticed the older, looking like he was in his mid-50s man, who was staring at me during the whole train ride, also got out of the train a couple of seconds after me. Again, I wasn't particularly alarmed at that moment. I tend to keep track of the immediate surroundings / smell stranger danger. And after some unfortunate... Wait, that's not even what they said. I'm just adding shit. I tend to keep track of my immediate surroundings / smell strangers around me. After some unfortunate instances as a teenage years... Wait. Damn, man. I'm just gonna say it like this. After some unfortunate instances in my teenage years, but I also try not to jump on conclusions too quickly, out of fear that it's just me being paranoid. The weird part started when the same dude not only followed me out of the train car, but also got onto the train going the opposite direction. He wasn't following me closely. He would stay several he would stay several meatballs away. He would stay several meters away and act like he wasn't looking at me. But as soon as I stepped forward onto the train, he would rush into the next train car, and once there, slowly move to stand next to the window from where he could see my car. I probably wouldn't even notice him if I didn't see him through looking at me earlier, and decided to keep an eye on him. By then, I was properly alarmed. If he simply got off at the same station as me by coincidence, why would he need to go in the back the same direction? And why would he linger back and make sure I got on the train before entering him? I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I'm just like fucking everything up. And why would he linger back and make sure I got on the train before entering it himself? I was also nearly sober and extremely anxious by that time. Still though, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, so I ended up skipping the transfer station I actually needed on purpose, and getting off at the other one right after that. Again, he exited the same station and lingered back. I transferred lines. The new station was a transfer too, just to the That's so confusing. Was another transfer too, just to another line. If you look at the map of the Moscow Metro, you'll know that there are quite a lot of them next to each other in the city center. And sure enough, he followed me to the station at the new line. Now, I was wondering what to do. I considered looking for Metro employees and informing them of the issue, but couldn't see any of them. They are sometimes present at stations, but that was not the case at the time. I knew I could probably find an employee overlooking the escalators, but I didn't want to bother them, and you're actually not supposed to talk to them. I also considered walking up to some random strangers and asking them for help, or pressing the SOS button on the machines installed inside each metro station, if the situation got worse, but couldn't muster up the courage to do it yet. It was weird. I had a creep following me, and by the point, I was painfully aware that he was doing it on purpose. Yet, Lex, thank you for the 20. Holy shit. You were fucking awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, not just for you, just man, everyone's so supportive. I love you guys so much. You guys are like my little family away from my actual family that are all fucking crazy. So, I forget where I was in the story. You're awesome though. Holy crap. I have to smack to my audio now. I forgot where I was. Thank you so much. I'd give you a hug if I could. I'll give a little kiss to the microphone. There you go. So, let's see. I totally forgot what it was. Painfully aware. Shit, where was I? Man, holy shit. I'm about to pass out. I don't know why I'm so tired now. I've been staying up all night until like 4 a.m. the past couple weeks. I'm gonna record this and then I'm gonna edit the video probably later tomorrow during the daytime. I usually stay up and edit them, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to hang out tonight. So, not that late. Okay, here we go. Yet the situation didn't seem dire enough to involve outside help. Still, if it was... shit. Still, it was almost 11 p.m. The metro stations kept getting emptier, and I needed to get home somehow. So I felt myself slowly starting to panic. I didn't feel comfortable staying at one station with him following me for a long time. So I got onto the train again. The intervals are 2 to 5 minutes, and sure enough, he got into the next train car and came up to the window again. I got off at the next station, and he exited again after me. By that time, I was sober. Increasing? By that time, I was sober and increasingly angry, and looking for any metro employees. But still, there wasn't any. I decided to try and shake him by hiding behind the columns until the next train came, and getting inside at the last possible moment. Oops, I stopped recording. One second. And getting inside at the last possible moment, and just as I stepped behind the column, I saw him walk to the center of the station. Before that, he would linger to the next column by the other side of the platform, and look around. What I did next might not have been the smartest move, but I was suddenly very angry at the whole situation. People were still present at the station, and it was clear that the guy was trying not to get noticed. So I purposely walked right up to him, looked him dead in the eye, with all the hatred I felt at the moment. He looked taken back at first, and then tried to act like the... oh, shit. He was taken... He looked taken back at first, then tried to act like he was just some random passerby. Turned around, walked a bit away from me, and stood there awkwardly while I kept staring right at him. It went on like that until the train arrived, and just like I planned, I got on at the very last second to make sure that he wouldn't that he wouldn't fucking fly into me like the Matrix. I got on at the very last second to make sure that he wouldn't run after me, and that was thankfully the end of it. I was shaking the whole train ride home, and switched lines and stations like 3 times more to make sure he wasn't following me, but thankfully, he seemed to give up. Wait, let me last the last part. My voice is all dry. He seemed to give up. What the hell? It sounds so weird. But thankfully, he seemed to give up. There we go. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here. But I would like to know what you guys would like me to put at the end of the video. So let me know now and I'll record it and you'll hear it and we'll do that. Also, my new microphone should be getting here soon. So, well, actually, I've got the microphone. I got the microphone already. I'm waiting for the mixer so I can actually use it on my computer. So hopefully my audio will sound a lot better. And that'll be really cool. What are you guys talking about? Adopt us. Hashtag adopt us, please. What are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh. What the hell? That you're gonna adopt us all. Holy shit, you guys are... This is what I come back to in the chat when I look. Oh my gosh. You guys are fucking hilarious. Fucking Christ. What the hell? Yo, the people have spoken. Adopt us. Be my children. I'll let you all feed from my nipples. Daddy's milkies. Who's hungry? Oh my gosh. It's muscle milk. Ew, it's so gross. I'm no part of it. They're all being weird. Just kidding. Also the rest of your life. Also, number 15, adopting me. Day started it. Well, I'm gonna end it. My children, you have all been adopted. You're now my little Gensens, my little sperms. Okay, let me read this part right here. Hey guys, I want to thank you for listening. If you haven't yet, please consider clicking that subscribe button and bell icon to get notified of all future videos. I try to post around 3 times a week. And if you have a story of your own you'd like featured on the channel, head over to my subreddit, r/JensenOfficial. And if you want early access to my videos, head over to my Patreon, where only $1 a month gets you that, and also some fun other perks. I've also got merch now over on Spreadshirt. I as well offer all my videos on my podcast, and that can be found on all major podcast services. All links will be located in the description field. I hope everyone has a good night, and remember... Okay, what are we gonna put? Should I say adopt us? And remember, let's see. What? And remember, I'm going to kill you. I'm just kidding. Oh, but the end card is adopt us. Okay. And remember, adopt us. Wait. I need to make it. I need to put that in there somehow. And remember, I just donated about. Wait, no, I donated. And remember, I will be adopting every single last one of my subscribers. Thank you. There we go. Okay, wait, let me hear the back. I sound so goddamn tired. Okay, there we go. We got it done. Oh, shit. That's good for now. I gotta... Holy shit, I'm gonna save it really quick. And I'm about to just absolutely hit my bed and pass out. I gotta take my contacts out though first. Holy shit, I'm so tired. But let's say goodnight, everybody. I'm gonna play my outro. Thank you, everyone who's been coming out here. Thank you for being so patient with me. I've got a headache. My head hurts. Hopefully Violet falls asleep fully tonight. She doesn't wake up. She likes to kick me, especially in my little Gensens. I think she has like a heat-seeking foot. So yeah, ladies, whenever you go to bed, men do not like your feet being underneath them. We hate it. But I gotta put up with that shit because she's my daughter. And she's comfortable. And hopefully she'll fall asleep in her bed soon and I can get some good sleep. So, good night, everybody. Yes, that means adopt us in ghost language.
Have you ever adopted a child only to realize that they're not a child and in fact a 73-foot reptilian?